How's that sounding right there, kid? Well, there's actually a few people hanging on out there. What's good going on, folks? Did y'all really think this was going to be like a normal type show thing? No way. Definitely not. Let's have a little discussion with everybody. Ooh, I see Kid Bass out there in chat. What's going on there? You must be feeling better, at least from what I've heard. I guess I'm on the mend a little bit better. A whole lot better than what it was Thursday night anyway. Ooh, I see all kind of folks popping in here now. Damn, something must have happened. La-da-dee, la-da-dee. We're still running a little bit behind here, though.
What?
Look who just shows up now.
Son of a bitch.
I hadn't even lifted a curtain yet.
Well, then I'm from perfect time.
You shouldn't have said a damn thing. I could have kept going the way I was going. And the one and only, the biggest piece of shit that vaping has ever seen has just entered the building. Everybody, give your thanks and praises to Marvin Norton. He is here. But I'm not going to sit here and do this shit any longer. I'm going to go ahead and lift the curtain. Let's get this shit going. Do. And look at this. I do this professional lifting of the curtain, and there's a black screen on the other side of me. What the hell?
What happened to my camera?
Are you using those damn GoPros again?
Oh, never mind. I forgot to turn the camera on.
Son of a bitch. You know what? I need to do this right here. Do. There, that sounds so much better. What's happening, folks? It is Saturday night. Clickbait in the house. Actually, there is no clickbait. There is something new, though, that I'm about to drop. And some folks are either going to get real pissed tonight, or they're going to get real happy tonight, or either which way, they ain't going to give a damn. So we'll find that out here shortly. Damn, son. Did you get a little sun?
Yeah, we were doing like yard work, and I'm kind of sunburned.
Holy shit. Dude, I don't think I've ever seen you get sun before.
It was 80 degrees out today.
Look at that shit right there.
The big 80. The big 8.
There it is, folks. Yeah, it's I kind of felt that I owed maybe a little bit more than what I was giving out Thursday night. Thursday night, I really didn't feel like doing it, but I did anyway. But I am feeling somewhat better now. You might still hear me stir up a little bit of a cough or two, but things are starting to level out a little bit. I'm still drained though. I can't get my energy level up to where it needs to be, but
Energy level.
I'm working on that crap. So, I see Kid Bass is back. I think from what I heard, Kid he finally got a little taste of the big C.
Oh shit! Got some of that C, son.
Mm-hmm. Got to be easy with the C. What you been doing there, kid?
Huh?
What you been up to?
Just doing yard work all day, and took Angela out to our anniversary dinner that we were supposed to do earlier in the week, and other than that, that's it. Just walked in the door just now.
Well, damn, son, I didn't know y'all was doing your anniversary dinner.
Well, no, we were done.
Well, I wouldn't have hit you up if I'd have known you was doing all that shit. Did y'all go somewhere good, or did y'all go like to McDonald's? What'd y'all do?
I would have preferred McDonald's, but we went to the Weber Grill.
Was it any
Good
good?
old Grill, yep. And they got much more expensive too. A hell of a lot more expensive.
Did you get your normal, well overdone steak?
No, I actually got their barbecue meatloaf. That shit was good.
Barbecue meatloaf.
Hell yeah. They
I'm
make that shit on
trying.
the grill.
I'm trying to let that kind of like rest in my brain real quick to see whether or not that would be something that would sound good or not to me. I don't know.
Like it's meatloaf they make on the grill, and they use barbecue sauce instead of ketchup, pretty much.
I can't
And you
say.
can actually you could taste the coals in the meat. It's good.
I can't say that I've ever had a barbecue meatloaf. Well, I think we talked about meatloaf on one of these past shows. It seems like not too long ago, but I don't know. I got to do some. Hold on.
Yeah, I would have been perfectly fine with White Castle, Mitch, but and White Castle apparently has a new hamburger. They got like the 20, what is it called? The 25th or some kind of like their first year they made the cheeseburger. I guess they brought it back. I don't know what the difference is between the new one and the old one, but and they got a new Coke. It's a cream Coke.
A cream Coke?
Cream Coke at White Castle. Yeah, so pretty much a meatloaf is a hamburger, technically, without the bun.
A cream Coke.
If you make meatloaf correctly, it's supposed to be half pork, half beef. Hamburgers are not.
David Swearingen, thank you for the donation there, sir. I can't believe he's asking a question because I know he's been upset with me for a long time, but he says, I have a question. How am I older than Marvin with less than half the birthdays?
That's a good question.
I don't, David, hold on.
Marvin's really old, so you got to make him feel special. So that's why we got to celebrate his birthday every day of the week.
Yeah, there's just a thing. There's a thing going on there. Marvin needs special attention, David, and this is how we have to give him that special attention right there. He didn't always like to admit it, but it is there. So
The 1921 slider. Thank you, Chris. Yep, that's what it is.
what the hell's that?
Something White Castle's some new thing at White Castle. I don't know.
The 1921 slider. Chris Matty, can you go in a little bit more depth on what the 1921 slider is?
Has anyone eaten one? Because I haven't eaten White Castle in a long fucking time. That shit tears me up. I can't eat that shit.
Because I ain't gonna lie, today I haven't eaten. I ate a little breakfast, and that was about it today. And earlier I was like, man, you know what? I kind of feel like I want something for dinner, but then I really didn't want something, so I haven't really eaten. But after saying the word 1921 slider, it seems like that it would be good for whatever it is.
It's vintage. Maybe they aged the ground beef or whatever it is they want to call the meat they use.
I don't believe there is an aged ground beef at a fast food joint, but
Well, they have aged steak. Why not have aged ground beef?
again, we're talking about a fast food joint. How are you going to have aged meat at a place that they're freshly cooking or freshly killing animals like out on the streets and turning around serving?
Or maybe that's what the 1921 hamburger is. Maybe they kill the cow fresh and they go straight from the cow to the grill.
Could be. Could be.
Just a regular slider with lettuce and... Oh my God, they put lettuce and tomato on it? Ooh, that's weird.
Ain't sliders normally like little tiny cheeseburgers or some shit?
Yeah, with like grilled onions and pickles. Lettuce and tomato? Wow, that'd be really weird.
Yeah, that is a little different right there. And apparently Jason's got bad weather headed your way. So I'm glad you know this, Jason. We want you to know that you've got a severe thunderstorm warning in your area that will go into effect right now and be there till, let's say, 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Do I have thunderstorm? It's currently 77.
Yeah, it's been hot here today.
Uh,
Mitch
it's
asked, ST, what number is this show? The Saturday shows are never numbered. They're just a show. The only shows that get numbered are like the weekly type things. But I'm glad you asked that question there. I don't know. I asked Mark to do this, but I'm thinking he might have forgot, and I don't know if he did or not because I didn't see his Friday night thing. But there's something new going on, and here we go. Like I opened up this show, y'all are either gonna hate this shit, you're not gonna give a damn about it, or you're gonna be happy about it.
half of them know because I told them Friday.
Oh, okay. Well, then he did. So I'm just putting it out there for folks that are watching that maybe didn't catch it. Yes, Thursdays are done with. They're just no bueno for me. It's not working out. And I've had my shit on Tuesdays at 7 forever, and that's just where they're going to stay. So starting this week, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, and obviously maybe Mark went into more depth, and it may come to happen again very soon. I think Mark, what you're still keeping yours on Monday, right?
As of now, but that can change. That could change any day.
But Mark's kind of in a situation to where he's not going to hold a stick to my ass about being there just because
It's a Monday.
there are things. Yeah, it's kind of tough for me with everything. Like the night I know I'm doing my show, I try not to schedule anything, or I do my damnedest. Like if I know I have to schedule things during the week, because my weeks seem more busier than what my weekends could ever be. And so when things come around, I've always tried to have it between Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday if I needed to do some shit. I've just always tried to keep Tuesday free because that's apparently when we've always done the show. And then Sunday, I never had to worry about it because, Sunday evenings, there was nothing going on there either. But here for the past couple of weeks, I've had some extra things going on. I still got some extra things going on. So it might be hit and miss that I'm going to be able to make Mark's show on Monday. But Tuesday is definitely coming back into play at 7 o'clock. So some folks are not going to like seeing back-to-back shows, but oh well. You just got to deal with it or don't watch both. I don't know what to tell you on that deal.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna like in my mind, I'm just gonna plan on doing my show on Monday by myself, and if Mike, ST, or Stefan show up, they show up. I think that way it'll be a lot easier rather than expecting them to be there.
Yeah.
That's probably how I'm gonna do it.
I don't like putting... I mean, I enjoy doing the shows, but, I mean...
Yeah, Monday's a horrible day for a lot of people.
Well, and it's just...
I didn't even think about
there's a lot of times I got to do shit after work, and then by the time I can get that done, get home, get cleaned up, it's like right at that moment, I've got to get my computer fired up and do the show, or I'm going to be running late one way or another. So, and Thursday is just not working either because I got shit that's been going on, even though I'm doing the shit later. And I've already heard from people that's hit me up asking, hey, man, Tuesday is just so much of a better night. And I'm kind of at a point now, I'm just like, you know what? It probably is. I should just left it alone. So that's where we go.
The real question is why we don't get a show every night. You guys don't love us. Yeah. We really have enough shit to talk about one night of the week.
Yes. So, you know what? Maybe 3 years ago, we could have easily given y'all content every single night for 4 to 5 hours a night.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have never got old, but there ain't no way in hell we can. Well, there's no way I can carry a tune like that anymore. So I don't know, but
I wonder if White Castle is going to change their name. That's a good point, Kid Bass. I didn't think about that.
why? Because that's a bit of a racist type
It's called the
establishment.
White. I mean, it's called the White Castle.
What if it
I,
was called the Trans Castle?
eh, it might be. I probably wouldn't eat there then.
Yeah, we there's no telling what would be going on, but
Hello, Jason. Hello, everyone else. Douglas, Kid Bass, and everyone else I didn't mention.
uh,
Chevy.
you got folks out there pissed off because you ain't saying shit to them.
Yep. Country Boy, Georgia, Johnny the Beard. Look at this motherfucker's in chat tonight. Holy shit.
Johnny the Beard, you gotta love Johnny the Beard.
Mm-mm-mm.
I do have something coming. I was not anticipating this, but I'm excited a little bit. So Thursday night when I was messing with Mark about whatever the hell I was messing with him about, and I think I said something about Stevie Marquez. If you're still in the chat, whatever it was I was saying, will you at least agree with me or tell me the truth to this or whatever we were talking about? Again, I can't remember what it was. He actually messaged me and showed me like a screenshot of where Mark really didn't pay, but he was trying to get folks to believe he did pay for something. And I'm just kidding with y'all. But he wanted to send some juice too. And I told him, I said, no, you don't need to do that. And he said, yeah, I want to. So I was like, well, cool. I'm excited to try this. So that should be showing up here in a couple of days.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much his juice was. His shit is, what was it? We were talking about it yesterday. I think it was $10 for a 120 or something, or like it's so cheap. I don't even see how the hell he even makes any kind of money making it. It's impossible. It's some like ridiculous. I think I could have swore it was like $10 for a 120. I know it's $40 for what, 42 or $45 for a 500 mil. That's
Well,
just insane.
I didn't I didn't ask of anything. He just said that he was going to send some for me to try, or I could maybe send some few different ones or something like that. So I really didn't ask, or we didn't talk about flavors. We just talked about milligram. But after I got done talking to him, I got to thinking, and it hit me all of a sudden. I was like, I wonder if he does, because I was just talking about this a couple weeks ago or something, that I haven't had a good old fashioned donut flavored vape in forever. And I don't know who's making the good shit. So I asked him, I said, is that something you've got? Like, have you got like a good glazed donut flavor, or can you refer me to somebody now that's got it? Cause I said, I ain't been in a shop forever. I wouldn't know what to be looking for on this shit. And I don't want something with some big gaudy label that just says donut on the front of it and you get it and it tastes like fucking absolute shit.
Yep.
But apparently he's got his own twist or whatever on one. So I think I'm going to be able to try that, which would be nice. And
Yeah, that dude has any possible flavor you want. He has it.
yes, Marvin, you are correct. He says team free strikes again. That would be team free shit, not team free. If you're going to say it all, not just partially. So there you go. But yeah, so I'm pretty stoked to try that, because again, I love banana, and I could vape this shit till they put me in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like anybody else. Sometimes there's a few other flavors I do like too, and it'd be nice to have some of that off to the side to just like do for maybe a week or two, and then jump back into the banana or whatever. But
I'm assuming he's going to send you some of the banana bondage or the SM bondage.
So Cicero
That's not
says
called.
ST Stevie's Mr. Hyde Jelly's donut tastes like a koala bear crapped a rainbow on your brain.
Is
I'm
that a good
trying.
thing or a bad thing?
I'm sitting here trying to think. I mean, if a koala crapped on my brain, I would think that first of all, I mean, it would be crap. So it means to me that is this stuff taste nasty or what?
I'm not sure how to take that. If that's a compliment or an insult.
Yeah, you might want to kind of like, I don't know. So Cicero might be having a little drink or two this evening, so he might be doing a little something different. I don't know.
Stevie Marquez, Gary the Great. His name is. You can find him on Facebook.
Uh,
Oh, Grim Green was. I used to love Grim Green's glazed donut, I think it was called, and his pineapple one. Those were like two of my favorite juices. Like the old
what was the pineapple one about?
when he was teamed up with his wife. I thought it was like a pineapple upside down cake or something. I forgot. But this and his glazed donut. Those two are really good.
I got you. Oh, Cicero said stone sober. That's the problem. I can understand that too. Uh, so yeah, that's going on. So I'm excited about that because let's just be honest, there ain't a whole lot to be excited about nowadays. Other than
Nope.
if you're getting
Well,
uh
there is one thing.
what's that?
I got an email from was it Innikin? I think it was Innikin.
Oh, did you get that one about the water
Yeah,
vapor
the water
thing?
thing. Yeah, some kind of device that uses like water, like
Well,
30. It was like 30% water or some shit.
well, the way I read it a little bit, it's like they're no longer using what is it? It's like they're
Uh,
no longer using VG or PG, or they've replaced it with water.
so it's a disposable device. Let's see. Teamed up with Aquas Labs with Innikin. Where does it say? Blah 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 blah. Exclusive this blah.
I meant to talk about that the other night with that. I've still got that email, I think, somewhere. Let me look.
The Esco Bar H2O. It's a water-based e-liquid solution. Most traditional most traditional vaping devices and e-liquids contain no water at all. And in those that do, the water content is typically restricted to 3% or less with the implementation of AQ30.
Yeah, here, this sounds a
Aqua's
little
water
better.
based. Yeah, this is some kind of 30% water content, which
Yeah, it's a revolutionary new technology that enables water-based vaping. The first generation of Aquos AQ30 supports 30% water e-liquid, delivering a smoother, lighter, and more discreet vaping experience. So I'm guessing that it cuts down on the actual vapor production, but you're still getting that good hit off of it.
yeah, it says reduce PG and VG content. My thing is though, vaping water, is that safe? Doesn't sound safe to me. I don't know. I'm assuming they probably tested. I would hope to God they tested it, but
I'm assuming they have, but yeah, it does seem
that seems a bit strange.
it is a step off the beaten path there, something different. I mean, but you're pretty much taking water vapor in, or you're. You know
I don't
what?
know. Vaping water. I don't know. Like vaping water just does not good flavor. I would think I think the flavor would be like kind of muted. I don't know. I just think vaping water would cause a problem with your lungs, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Mm,
I remember when I was at a vape expo, the very first one I went to, I took a there was like this this baseball bat, and it was like you know how they got like water bongs, like portable water bongs. Well, this
Yeah.
was for vaping though, and
It,
the vapor went through a water filtration system, and it was actually pretty goddamn smooth. But the device never got released.
so here's a quick little thing y'all keep up. Better nicotine delivery. The water content of the aquos closely matches the pH levels of our bodies. So vapor produced by the aquos devices has higher bioavailability, faster satisfaction, and reduced irritation and sensitivity. Many vapors experience propylene glycol sensitivity. Aquos e-liquid contains significantly less PG than the standard e-liquids, reducing PG intolerance dramatically. Also, a reduce dehydration. Reducing PG and vegetable glycerin content reduces the dehydrating qualities of vapor, resulting in a more pleasant experience for transitioning smokers.
Hmm.
There you go. There's a mouthful. So I'm kind of taking from that too is that obviously people that vape know that, or if you don't know, you will know at some point. You need to start drinking water, at least at some point. If you were
Yeah.
somebody that never drank water before, vaping will get you a bit dehydrated. At least it does for me. But I drink a shit ton of water now. So, but
So all that sounds nice and like fancy. The problem is it's China that's making these products, and China usually doesn't do any kind of research on it. So I doubt there's any kind of research done on any of that.
I I don't second guess you on that at all. I kind of feel like that. Well, you know what? I overlooked a statement in here, and let me read that
But
statement.
I mean, the good thing is it is Anakin, and Anakin usually does do their research. They don't just put out garbage usually. So I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see what it does.
So, one of the opening statements to this is, why hasn't this been done before? The truth is, people have tried. We're the first to make it happen. So, I guess that's their mission statement or whatever it's going to be. But who knows? Who knows how it will be? I mean, to this day, I think everybody that's been vaping for at least 7, 8 years are at a point that we all or we all smoked probably 20 something years. We know the consequences that come with that, and we're willing to take the consequences if there's any at all that come with vaping long term. We know where we're at now with things. We know how we feel, but there could be some stuff futurely if you do this for 20 years. Who knows? But David Swearingen, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, I quit commenting because one of the very few comments I made, I got called a hater, a troll, etc. So I quit commenting. I don't hate anybody, and I'm definitely not a troll. Love you guys and both shows.
Who
Who
said that?
called you a hater and a troll?
You got to remember, Mr. Swearingen. There's people in chat that are they just they like trolling themselves. Like we know that you're a regular. You come here every single week, so we know that you don't troll. But there might be somebody in chat just because of what you said might have
Un-
thought you were a troll.
unless you meant me just saying the word, oh, David Swearingen is hating us because he hadn't commented. That's not me saying that you're a hater. That was just me kind of joking around because typically anytime you donate with a comment, and some of your previous donations, you've had no comments attached to them. So if
I bet
that
you
was,
it has to do with he's a fan of Jay Hayes. I bet I'm pretty sure he is, which is totally fine. But a lot of people in chat don't like Jay Hayes, so you might
oh,
have made a comment about one of Jay's products, and people thought you might have been trolling or something. Who knows? But
oh, I don't know.
I don't
But,
care. Whoever you like, you like. Who you don't like, you don't like.
oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you know me and you good. We all good. But if if I did offend you by joking with you on like that, I take full responsibility and I apologize.
Oh,
Brett
yeah.
said, I just got my boxer burrow set up. Well, what you think about it, Brett? I've noticed there's quite a few pictures on Facebook that have been popping up here lately of folks getting their devices. Seems like so far everybody's been pretty good with them.
Yep. I wish this fucking goddamn burrow tank, whatever the fuck it's called again,
Are you
this
fucking
pulse
falling
one.
asleep on me?
No, I'm looking at my.
No, I was looking at you a second ago and you look like you were just sitting there with your eyes shut.
No,
Motherfucker, don't fall asleep on me
not
now.
yet. Anyways, the food is slowly kicking in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know who would call Swearingen a hater or a troll. Like he's always in these fucking
Oh,
chats.
yeah. David's always been cool as there. I wouldn't know who had done that. But
That'd
if the hater comment was kind of meant more towards me kidding around saying that he was hating us because he wasn't leaving a comment, that was strictly a joking thing.
Yeah, he knows we fuck around. I don't think he would.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I would assume too. He's watched us long enough to know that we cut up quite a damn bit. But again, if I was in the wrong by any means, I'm the first to apologize if I was wrong about that. But we definitely cool, brother.
The only person that in this chat that you got to be real careful with, because they kind of are a troll, would be Red. Red Vapes and Advocates. He's a troll.
He's like the only one that would never.
Watch what he says.
Oh man. Now the biggest one you got to watch in these groups right here, these chats, he's going 90 to nothing in here. That's Marvin Norton. That's the man you got to watch out for.
And I think Marvin Norton is actually Vaping Bachelor's father.
I'm getting what I have I
I think they're
not
related,
noticed
though.
them having little conversations going on lately.
I think they're somehow related because they're both on the same like IQ level, which is kind of low.
Oh, Marvin, Marvin. I didn't say that. That's Mark. That's kind of like a that's kind of like a slap in the face. I wouldn't go that far. Oh man. Yeah. I guess if you were inside my body right now, you'd still kind of
Oh,
realize I'm still a little kind of groggy-ish, but I'm trying to get, I did some decent resting today and, cause I didn't sleep for shit last night and that sucks too, because I'm like trying to get all the sleep I can, but,
Neil, I don't even. I thought I was going to need 6 milligram in these things. I honestly don't need 6 milligram. Three is actually hitting the spot.
Swearingen said it was my comment about the boxer show.
Oh,
It was my comment about the boxer show.
the show we did with the Boxer Burrow mod. Remember, it was a whole hour long of boxer talk.
No, I remember the show, but so I guess he said there was a donation he put in there and somebody gave him some shit about it.
Yeah, I don't remember what
Okay.
it was. That's
Well, again, David, I can tell you this. Me and you's cool. I know that for a fact. I can't speak for anybody else, but me and you's cool. I think everybody's cool with you as far as I know.
you got the occasional troll that'll come in here and try to start shit. But
I will say though, that particular show, because I even got accused for it, there was a few people that left comments and I strictly just answered it like, you know, because it's true and I'll still answer it the same way. And this isn't directed towards you, David. This was just like one of the comments in there. Somebody was, said a bunch of shit. I don't even remember dude's name. I don't remember what it was. And I would do this on any show, anytime. It doesn't matter what the show's about. If you're willing to sit there and watch the whole show and then take the time to put some long comment, if you can't stand what you're seeing, why would you keep sitting there watching it? I don't understand that about some people, because I know for myself, if I'm like scooting through YouTube and there might be somebody that I watch, but maybe they've got something I just don't care to watch, man, I move on. I won't sit there and force myself to look at something. But man, there are some people out there that are pretty, I
Well,
don't know.
the interesting thing is, I notice this happens all the time whenever we do a show or a video about a product from someone that we have like a friendship with or any kind of like
Yeah,
somewhat of a personal relationship with. People just don't like that for some reason.
it, it is
Now,
tough.
if it was a totally different product from someone we didn't even know, I guarantee you the show would have been perfect.
I can get that. I mean, we've talked about this behind the scenes. I can get that. If I was somebody just watching this and, and I'm like, damn, why y'all talking about this shit so much? And why y'all doing this and that? It's kind of hard to have a relationship with somebody that has a business of something that you're publicly putting out there on social media. We kind of found that out with, we all remember years ago how that got started off
Oh yeah.
and didn't end well. But yeah, there are some people out there that are like, what the hell's going on? Oh, let me read this real quick. Thank you for the donation there, Chad. He says, I'm donating just to piss Mark off.
You son of a bitch.
Chad, I'm going to tell you this. I don't normally say this right here, but have that color in red right there, and that'll really piss him off. See what it takes to make that red, and that'll burn his ass up.
Save your money for Monday. Don't waste it here.
But yeah, it shit's kind of like that. It's tough to have. It's tough to, and I don't want to say relation. It's tough to have a friendship with somebody that runs a business that everybody's a part of that community. So VN kind of started off like that. Ginger, not really so much. Ginger's cool as hell, and I'm still cool as hell with Ginger. But you know, I guess I could see from the other side of the tracks where people are like, well, the only reason why y'all are saying this product's good is because you're buddies with them. But if you've watched me long enough, you know that's not the fact, because I've been using his shit forever, and it's just, he's hell. As long as I've known him, he's only been on 2 of my shows. So,
And the boss mods, the VN mods, I still think they were the most awesome mods ever made.
they were great ones, but I'll be the first to admit we ran that shit in the ground way too much by bringing dude
we did.
on constantly. And it was at a point that every damn show that they were coming on, we had to basically sit there and talk about that for the full fucking time. And people were sick of it. They wanted things to go back to the way they were, where everybody was cutting up, hanging out, doing their thing. And I get it. We did. We fucked up bad on that deal. But
What was our? I think that was our first time, like
it
being
was.
had a connection with another person that had like a company or something like that.
Yeah.
So we didn't really know any better.
We didn't know any better, but we did mess up there.
And then plus everyone's not going to like the company. Like there's people that just hate boxer mods, and there's people that used to hate boss mods altogether.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
they might like us, but they hate the company. So
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard balancing all that shit out, trying to kind of keep everybody happy and doing what you do with things. But yeah, man, speaking of that, I'm down to 1 VN mod. I still got my one up on the shelf, and that's it. I don't think I'll ever get rid of that one though.
I still got my one mod too, my very first one.
Look at Swearigan. He said, hell with that. I ain't donating shit no more. So he's putting them freebies in. He said, well, at least I gave you guys content tonight.
Hell
Well,
yeah!
there you go.
Thank you.
There you go.
No Jan. Oh no, Jan Terry. Yes, Jan Terry, my favorite. You know that my show got demonetized the minute I clicked end live feed, I got an email saying your channel has been copyrighted.
For what?
For I played this video, this real cheesy video that I don't even see how it got copyrighted. I didn't realize that was an actual like legitimate song, but I guess it was.
You got hit with a copyright strike?
No, you don't get. They don't give you strikes for it. They just.
But you got the warning. Well,
No,
no, you didn't get a warning. You just got a thing stating if you want to keep this video up, you can't keep it monetized.
yeah. Well, the way they do it, they either keep it monetized and the person that owns it makes the money, which is fine because it's only like what $2 they're probably going to make, or they just demonetize it completely. One or the other.
Yeah, I got
But
you.
no strikes or no warnings or nothing like that.
Marvin Norton asked, "What happened with the retro night?"
It's
We're
coming.
still going to do it. It's just we got to get y'all got to understand something with me. My memory's slipping. It's starting to get in the earliest phases that yours used to be in, Marvin, when you was back around my age, which was what? I mean, like BC or some shit like that. But sometimes I forget about that, and then too, I've actually got to go dig for some old shit if we're gonna do something like that because I threw a bunch of shit in a tote and put it up, and that's where like the old shit went. So
Yep, pretty much, Neff. That's how they work. They screw you regardless.
oh yeah,
But you still, I'm pretty sure you still get your chat donations though. I don't think they take those. Those. To be honest, I never even checked, but I'm pretty sure they don't. That'd be shady as hell if they did that.
there's a man. Why do I can't remember that damn name? He's gonna. Well, he won't be pissed because he's not that type of dude. But late night vape show. What was his name again?
I forgot his name. I remember
Golly,
his
it's
show
like at
though.
the tip of my tongue too, and I can't remember. He said the worst video ever made, and you got demonetized for it.
That video got 5 million views, and that's only on one person's channel. Like, there's other channels that had that same video. And I looked that chick up, and apparently, well, there's a few people that actually looked her up and sent me links. She's still alive, apparently. They did like an interview with her too. She lives in a trailer in some kind of, I don't know what she lives in, like a not a trailer park, but some kind of weird shit.
I have no idea what you're even talking about. That's right. That's right. Mick. I knew it was something like that. Every time I hear your name, I don't know what makes me think this because you look nothing like him, but I think of Mick Mars when I see Mick.
Yeah,
And I know you're not a Motley Crue fan, so we'll leave that one be.
definitely looks nothing like Mark Mars.
Dude, speaking of Motley Crue, I want to say a few weeks ago, I was dabbling around just looking at some older videos. I can't remember exactly what I was looking at that it turned into me seeing something from Motley Crue. But man,
Vince Neil.
Vince Neil, and it wasn't him coming back here recently, but it was one of the concerts they did back in, I don't know, early mid '80s, somewhere in that area. I mean, he was still.
Young and partying and
Yeah, it
everything.
looked like Vince Neil back then. Doesn't look like the crazy shit he looks like now. But there's been so many comments made about him and his singing, and if you really listen to things. So I watched the whole, I can't even remember what song it was now. But Vince Neil, this is what he does. He can't carry a sentence, or it's like he can't remember the words to his own songs. So when he's like, yeah, blah, 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 he just throws in all these weird humming and all this crazy shit. It's never a definitive sound like, hey girl, I love you and I want you. And it's just like,
It is weird the way he sings now.
and I've heard that so many times and never really paid much attention because I was never a person to go watch Motley Crue in concert, much less sit on YouTube and watch old footage. But he is in concert. I can't believe people weren't getting pissed off. I mean, the band carries themselves well playing the music, But his lyrics and him trying to sing, it's like he's just
You
just
can't even
coming.
understand. It's like, yeah, come on, sit down, let me help. Yeah. Like, what are you saying, dude?
Exactly. So
He just making up words. And there's one guy that did a video, and they did like they did the words across the screen of what it sounds like he's saying. Like, yeah, want to eat a hot dog? Like this crazy ass shit. It was hilarious.
hell yeah. Oh man, it
And
is.
now
It's a
Bon Jovi's getting like that now too. I guess his recent concert, someone put up Bon Jovi's like his singing is getting bad. People don't realize that people get old, man, and they
yeah.
lose their voice. And yeah, Bon Jovi's getting headed that way now too.
And if you watch like things that have just been put out lately, again, I'll use Vince Neil. Vince Neil can kind of get away with that shit, like the and all this and that in the songs, because it seems like the music is overbearing to what you can hear out of the lyrics from him.
Hmm.
But I could see where Bon Jovi could do that shit too, because Bon Jovi he had a kind of a good voice to be able to do the humming and all that other kind of shit where he could put humming in place of words and you would still kind of like in your mind, you know what he's trying to say and you're keeping up with things. But
The clip that somebody recorded though, he was singing. I forgot what song it was. It was one of the like radio hits, and it was just so off key, like horribly off key. I mean, he was getting the words right, but he was just so off. It was they thought he was like having a stroke or something.
oh man,
That's how bad he was.
gotta hate that shit, man. Good old Bon Jovi.
And they got
That's
people like Ozzy who you can't even understand what they say when he's talking, but when he's singing, it's like perfectly clear. I don't get it.
now here's the thing about Ozzy, and I see Michael Bland saying something about Ozzy. Now, this is what I've heard about Ozzy, and I mean, it makes perfectly good sense. Ozzy, you could barely understand Ozzy when he talks because most of the time, if he's not up singing, he's so far deep into drugs and doing whatever it is that's got his mind fucked up, especially back in the day. You couldn't understand what the hell this summit was trying to say. But man, the son of a bitch could sing his ass off.
Yeah.
But he just released
New album.
a new album not too long ago. Well, you heard that one song. That one song I like a lot.
Hmm.
If you listen to it, you would have no earthly idea that Ozzy is 70 something years old, but he sounds like the Ozzy back from 50 years ago. I mean, it's like there's no change. But I've also heard through people because I started looking into things. They say when Ozzy plays a concert now, it sounds horrible listening to him trying to sing. So there is so much done in the studio to make sure that that he's sounding good. He really, I mean, obviously everybody needs a studio to sound good when you're cutting your tracks and all that. Ozzy really needs that right there. But I'll give you this though. It is the man singing and he can still sing his ass off.
Yeah, that's one weird thing about. I never understood him talking, but singing perfectly fine.
And we've got a whole other conversation going on in chat about the something vaping. I'm
Bob
sorry.
Dylan.
I'm sorry we're not discussing vaping on here right now.
Oh, the Guar 21 is a great budget dual. Oh, is that Matt's new mod, or it's a dual 18650? The new one is. Is that isn't it? Yeah, that is.
Joe says the fact that he is still alive is a modern day miracle. That is no lie because the man can barely move around. I think I just seen a video the other day where he like does that little shutter walk where he keeps his legs real close together and just kind of scoots along a little bit. And yeah, I'm surprised the man's still going.
It's amazing. A lot of like Mick Mars, for instance. I'm surprised he could still play guitar with. I forgot what disease he has, but he can barely even move on stage, let alone. Yeah, he plays guitar like a fucking like nobody's business, man. Wails on the guitar.
Now, you know, I know there's always been a big controversy out there that some people say that Mick Mars just wasn't a great guitar player, and then I've heard some people say that he's not one of the greatest, but he was a great guitar player.
Hell yeah.
I hear that back and forth, and then I guess it's in all what you listen to. I mean, if you're somebody that listens to nothing but things like, I don't know, Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, shit like that, there ain't nobody holding what these guys can do on a guitar. But
Yeah, he's not too technical, but the shit he does, even though it's basic, it sounds really good.
it does. I mean, Motley Crue didn't get big just because of Vince Neil's voice or Tommy Lee on the drums. You know, he was a big part of that band right there. So
Your president has the military terminal here jumping. The railroad tracks are hopping.
Bachelor, let's hold on. What time is it? It's 9:24. I believe he's East Coast time, so it's 10:24. So he's well into that fireball right now.
I have no fucking clue. Um,
He's not
there is something I
technically.
did see today. I did see a very smart early 20s, possibly white guy, like become filthy rich in a matter of a couple minutes, and it happened on an airplane. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Was this a video that you witnessed?
Yep, on YouTube.
And this is something that happened recently?
Yep, someone just got filthy rich.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Does it have to deal with MT?
Yep,
That's what I thought. Yeah, what the hell is he thinking?
I know he fell for it. I can't believe he fell for it.
I cannot believe it. If y'all don't know what we're talking about Mike Tyson. That son of a bitch started
Not a civilian.
wailing on a dude on an airplane.
Apparently, he was purposely trying to aggravate him, and he threw a water bottle at him. And I guess he was like talking trash or whatever, and then he eventually got up. But at least get up and like verbally scare the shit out of him. Like you're Mike Tyson, just verbally like scare him. But he
Yeah.
beat the shit out of him, and he's gonna sue the fuck out of him.
I don't know how much more money Mike's got left to be sued out of. I mean, he's been taken to the cleaners by quite a few folks, but
Ted Nugent for president, that would be awesome. Actually, that's one crazy motherfucker right there.
that is definitely a crazy son. But he'll make sure that everybody has, guns, freaking whatever you need in your homes.
Did the guy hit him first,
You
or
know
the
what? I only caught just a quick snippet of that video because it really hadn't interested me because I'm kind of like done with the Tyson thing, but it was like I just seen a quick thing where he was hitting dude for a second and then that was it.
yeah? Then you seen his face was all cut up and shit.
Yep.
Um, I don't know. Maybe the dude actually did because if the dude did touch, I don't know if he considered touching assault, but throwing a bottle at someone, I guess you can technically consider that assault. And would that give you the right to kind of defend yourself? I don't know,
Yeah, I don't know either on that shit.
but I just feel like that dude's gonna have one awesome payday.
You if there's any money to deliver a
He's got money
payday.
left.
Yeah.
It's all Mike does nowadays. I think is smoke weed. Like he's always everywhere. The time I see him on YouTube, he's on someone's podcast, getting high as a kite.
Is he? I don't keep up with the shit where he's going or anything, so I don't know.
And he's usually crying about. He's really like I don't know. He's like really got religious or some shit, or I don't know what happened to him, but
It's
he smokes
no
a lot
it's
of weed.
it's no different, even though I did watch a very short snippet and I have not watched any more about it. I know Mark's been keeping up with it. And somebody did kind of a funny little thing on YouTube and compiled some shit, edited some little lines together from Johnny Depp being on trial. And it just shows him sitting there at the stand, just like, yep, yep, but talking real like he's stoned out of his mind or some shit. But
You gotta watch it. Like if you watch it live, you get hooked. It's almost like a movie, like a real life movie. Because you feel like he's acting. The way he's answering the questions
yeah,
takes him like an hour to answer a question.
well,
And then like the last hour I watched, either he was high or drunk or something, because he was almost snapping on the attorney. It was I found myself watching it for like 2 3 hours. I was so hooked.
Well, I think the defense attorney, when he was questioning him, every time he would ask a question, he started to say objection, because every time he would try to answer something, he would either say, no, this is hearsay, or I object, or something. So he was just going ahead and answering it. And the people in the court were like laughing their asses off. So it's like turning into a fucking, to like a fucking clown fest off in there. But
And they're trying to dig up some of the most like pathetic, stupid shit on him.
I don't know, man.
Like, oh, so you were drinking and you were slamming a cabinet door? Like, yeah, is that illegal?
These folks have nothing else. Well, there's nothing else floating around to, you
It's
know,
good though. I mean, it's
yeah.
I could watch it all day.
It's kept a whole lot of other things out of the press, hadn't it?
Yep. That talks like he's mentally challenged. Yeah, it just like she'll ask him a question and he'll be like, "On that day, I was there." Like, just fucking say yes or no, dude. You're gonna drag this fucking case out to be like fucking 5 years with your half-hour long answers.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing a movie right now. I wonder if
But
that's how he really acts, like in real life, or he seems like he's acting. Well, they both kind of seem like they're acting. She's got that little sad face, like she's been like raped and molested. She's like sitting over in the corner, like, "Oh my god," when you know damn well nothing happened to her.
is Depp done though? Is he done doing movies? I mean, is he kind of like?
After this, he's probably done. Yeah, they probably won't put him in any more movies. Both of them might be done.
I mean, I could only say that he's one of those actors. I'm certain he's probably sitting on money that
He's
he
got it.
he
Fucking
should
money.
be in good shape the rest of his life, I would think. But
He's been with the I think it's the Hollywood Vampires, which is Joe Perry and Alice Cooper and a few. It's like a I don't want to say super group, but kind of like a super group.
well, I would think like right now, if something kind of like bad in the public image, like let's say what happened with Will Smith, Will Smith's going to have a tough time getting back into acting when that time comes for him. There's not going to be a lot of people that want to work with him. He's going to have a tough time. Now, I would assume that Will Smith is a pretty wealthy son of a bitch, but I could only assume too, you live a certain lifestyle, you got to keep feeding that lifestyle, and you got to have the funds keep coming in. I don't know
Yeah.
his situation. He might be covered the rest of his life. Who knows? But another person that comes to mind, I would think too, if something would happen to this person, I think they would be covered. That's Keanu Reeves. I think that man is probably in a situation, because I hear he doesn't get too extravagant with his money. And I
No, I don't
mean,
think so.
he's
I
done a
think
lot of shit where he's got to be a very wealthy son of a bitch. But
Yeah, I think regardless of how this turns out, whether he wins or loses, I still think movie companies are not going to want to deal with either of them anymore,
yeah,
regardless of the outcome.
Mowgli says, according to sites like Celebrity Network, Johnny Depp's net worth in 2022 is 150 million, despite having squandered the 650 million over 13 years.
But he plays when he's on stage, he plays like 30, $40,000 guitars.
Who?
Johnny Depp
Oh, I got you.
when he's playing guitar with his band, like it ain't nothing. It's like crazy.
TT Vape says Keanu gives a lot of money away. I have seen where he donates a lot of his money, but too, you're only going to donate to a point to where you got to make sure number one's taken care of before anything else happens.
Chain Vapor thinks that he's going to win the case. I haven't I haven't seen her on the stand yet, so I don't know. I just started watching it, so I either missed it or her turn hasn't come yet. But from the way the shit they're bringing up on him seems really like petty. Like, yeah, that's all you guys got. Like, that's it. Nothing else.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Definitely a good watch. I didn't think I would like it. I'm like, oh, this shit. And I clicked on it. I'm like, this is like two rich celebrities are going at it. This has got to be horrible. And I click on it for 5 minutes. I'm like, wow, this is good.
Dude. So I think it was police activity. Dropped a video the other day. No, I can't sit here and click on that to confirm it. Maybe, I don't know if it was them or somebody. It might have been somebody else. But it was showing a video that was just released of where the police are questioning a man for just shooting somebody. So I'm sitting here watching it, not realizing what I'm watching. They just released the videos. I can't even remember the dude's names, but it just went to trial not too long ago. The guy, the black guy that was jogging through the neighborhood, and the guys chased them down
Yeah, yeah,
because they
yeah.
said he was robbing. They just released some of
Did they?
the body cam footage,
Oh, shit,
where
I
they're
didn't see that.
talking to dude, and it is no lie. If you did not know the circumstances to any of that, and you went solely on body cam and nobody else had filmed stuff, those dudes would be out free walking right now.
Yeah,
It was
those.
that convincing to think that these guys did no wrong, even though they did.
Yeah, they did. Definitely did.
So pretty crazy out there. And I didn't even realize what I was sitting here watching. And then I started looking a little further into it. I was like, holy shit. But they were just showing that they finally are just now releasing the some of the footage on that shit.
That's crazy. By the way, let's not talk about Mr. Seagal. He can move anywhere he wants to move, Jason. He's the man. He can move to Russia. He can move to Turkey, Africa.
Did we do this last go around? If not, let's do it real quick. If you've got an open monitor there, let's do a net worth on Steven Seagal.
Steven.
I don't think we did him. I can't imagine that his net worth is up there with some of these other boys.
Gotta be good. What the hell? Bu- 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 16 million.
Listen to that. 16 million. 16 million ain't shit, even though I'd take 16 million all day long. But for a well-known actor that's been in the damn, acting fucking community, whatever the fuck you want to call it, for as long as he's been, and his net worth is 16 million. That's sad.
I wouldn't consider him an actor. I consider him more of like a martial artist.
So
Or
what was he doing in these movies then? He was a trainer or some shit?
like a killer with his hands.
Okay.
He would take anybody out and chat in a heartbeat. No problem.
Dude, that is sad. 16 million. You can't pull down at least 20 million.
Yeah, he's done like fucking like what 20 movies, 30 movies probably that dude. That's all he's got. That is pretty low.
That's real sad. And that's not the only thing that he's done. You got to realize this man's been involved in other things. Woo. That'd be real embarrassing to be sitting around a reunion of all the old, I don't know if you can even categorize him as like an old action hero fucking movie thing. Yeah, my net worth's like 100, 150, 200 million. What's yours sitting at, Steven? Well, I'm at 16 million.
So did he move? Did he seriously move to Russia? Like, is he trying to find Putin? Is he doing like a real world Steven Seagal movie in Russia?
He's been to Russia. He's one of the few that's got to do. I've watched a little thing on this. They accepted him. He's like if he went to Russia now and Putin was there and let's just say this. Let's say Russia was at war with the US. Seagal could hop on a plane, fly to Russia, and they would accept his ass in with open arms and say, "We love you. You're more than welcome to be here." That's what I seen off some little news documentary thing, something about Seagal. I don't know what all the exacts were to it, but they've taken that man in with open arms.
I have a feeling Seagal is trying to like live out one of his movies and is going to take out Putin. How awesome would that be to
That's
see him
his
on a rooftop
buddy.
with his dark
Putin is his
sunglasses,
buddy.
his religious robe, and fucking sniping him out?
Neil says, "I don't think Seagal could beat his meat now."
You should fucking take that back, Neil. How dare you?
Oh man. Seagal is giving Putin military advice. Oh shit, man.
I'm telling you, I'm a firm believer in Seagal. He's my man.
That is some funny shit right there.
That ass. And he's a sheriff. He's a fucking goddamn marksman. He's a Navy SEAL. He's all kinds of shit. He's everything.
Yeah, he's definitely all that.
And
And
he's
what's
a
his net
fucking,
worth again? 16 million. Yeah.
you can't tell me his earlier movies like the Under Siege and Hard to Kill. Those were not good movies. Those were awesome fucking movies.
That's a good way to explain it right there, and with the way Neff just said it. Seagal is to Russia like Dennis Rodman is to North Korea.
Oh, yep. There you
North
go.
Korea accepted Rodman in. They like his ass. These folks have got like countries that will take them in when the U.S. is done and wanting to spit them out. Look at Kevin's comment.
You say that now, Kevin, but if Seagal was standing right in front of you, I guarantee you wouldn't say that to his face. He would fucking take you down with one finger. And he would whisper to you. He's like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you now.
Oh, Seagal, man. I tell you what, it's definitely sad to see him now, especially when it's not even a gi he's putting on. Those are just like big boy pajamas from Walmart or some shit like that. So it's not even the real fucking deal, but
He's the only guy that can walk into a bar, take out 16 guys, and not even have a gun.
is that with the movie camera rolling or in real life?
Real life.
Is he taking the birthday cake over with him? I hope so. Oh, man.
Telling you, man, Steven Seagal's the shit.
Is that like your favorite dude from back then?
I like him. I like Charles Bronson, but he's dead. I like all those movies where it's like, you killed my wife and my kids, I'm coming to get you. I love those kind of revenge, movies where they go and just start killing everyone to get revenge. Those are my favorite movies.
You know what's real sad? Since of course I've been down and sick a bit, I tend to look at a little bit more TV. And I was floating around on, it was either Showtime or HBO last weekend. And that latest movie that Clint Eastwood did, the one where he took some kid from Mexico and brought him back over into the
I didn't
U.S.
see that yet. Yeah.
So I was out of it and started watching the beginning of it, and then I fell asleep during it. So I only caught it up to like maybe the first 30 minutes of it, and then I was out. But within that 30 minutes, and seeing Clint Eastwood standing there, I mean, he's like sticks and bones now. There's like not much left of him. That's what's kind of heartbreaking to me. Clint back in the day doing his movies, Clint was a badass, but like watching Clint now as a 90-something-year-old man doing movies, it's just not the same anymore. And it's like I'm ready for him to give out.
I'm surprised he's still going. That dude's he's a trooper.
He's a hardcore. You think of how long that man's been doing movies and directing movies.
Shit, I would have fucking been like, you know what? I'm enjoying the last years of my life. Fuck this movie shit.
Yeah, man, that was sad right there. Michael Blim says, what about Lee Majors? Lee Majors was a good one too. Is Lee Majors still alive?
Fuck if I know.
You know who Lee Majors is, right?
I don't think so.
$6 million man.
Oh, okay.
The Fall Guy.
Oh, all right. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't think he's alive anymore.
The only reason why I used to watch The Fall Guy was because what's-her-face was on there. Heather Thomas.
The Fall Guy. I used to like MacGyver. That was my show.
You know who Heather Thomas is, correct?
Nope.
Look her up. You'll remember.
I'm looking up Mr. T in 2022. I wonder what he looks like. That dude doesn't age, I don't think.
Dude. Yes, he does. Dude, he's still trying to wear all that jewelry, but it has no muscle left, and it looks it looks crazy on him now.
He looks like the same old dude. Maybe not as built.
I think Mr. T I think he had cancer real bad, and it just about messed him up.
What was this chick's name again?
Heather Thomas. I can't believe. It was like everybody had a door poster of that chick.
If I see her face, I might know her. Oh, I think I know who she is, yeah. I might have seen her in a few movies.
Why you say her like that? You're disgusted or something.
You got little small titties.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man.
Heather Thomas. How old is this chick? Fucking like... Oh, she died. Oh, wait, no, wait. No.
No, I don't. Did she pass?
Oh, no, she's 64 years old. Heather Thomas is an American actress, author, and political activist who co-starred as Jody Banks on the TV series The Fall Guy.
I know who my old timers are in chat, folks that have been around and seen shit, and the other people are just probably they're like, who the fuck is this?
Heather Thomas.
And Mick's over here, he's bringing up another Farrah Fawcett.
Heather Locklear. There we go. I could finally agree with you. I don't think she's hotter than Heather Locklear. Heather Locklear was like the ultimate 80s, 90s, like, hot blonde.
No, Heather Thomas was much better, son.
You gotta be crazy.
Well, I mean, there's no doubt that I'm crazy, but...
Heather Locklear was smoking. Not anymore, she ain't smoking. Oh, she's still alive?
Omar just joined us right now, and his question is, you guys heard about the Johnny Depp trail?
We were talking about the whole fucking thing. You missed half the show.
Omar, I can't believe you're subscribed to this channel and you're a member and you've just shown up. You didn't come at the beginning of the show. That's kind of heartbreaking to know that, you're just coming in now.
Catherine Bach. Let's see.
Catherine Bach.
Catherine Bach. Dun, 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 dun.
Bachelor, I don't know what I'm agreeing with you with, and I'm probably, we'll just leave that one alone. I don't want people publicly knowing that I'm agreeing with you on stuff. They might think I'm getting a little soft over here.
Oh, she was the Dukes of Hazzard girl. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I bet you the whole cast and crew took turns on her.
I want to say though, I think I seen something recently. I don't know if she aged all that well. She played in Cannonball Run too.
Oh, did she? Yeah, no,
she was one of the chicks in the Lambo.
That was an awesome movie.
Omar just says, well, I just noticed there is a show today. It's not, it's tonight. It's like now.
It's happening as you speak.
Yes, it's live in your face.
In your face. In your face. In your face.
Yeah, there was a lot of great actresses back in the day that people will never know about because they're living in this time and they don't want to discover some of the older ones. Which even before my time, I didn't really try to go back looking at, stuff like that. But Marvin Norton says, "How about Raquel Welch?" That
What
was
about
shit.
Suzanne Summers? She was a hottie back in the day with them fucking big ass fucking them big ass milk
You
jugs.
talking about old Chrissy Snow?
Yep. Damn, she's not bad looking. She
Well,
still
she
got
did that. What was it? The Thigh Master. That was her deal
yeah.
forever.
She still got a big ass hefty rack on her too. God damn. Suzanne Summers and husband have sex 3 times before noon. Holy shit.
Wow, keeping that shit real, I guess.
Yeah, she still looks good for her age. I mean, she's old, of course, but I'd be hitting that shit too if I was, I don't know, about 3 times before noon.
Cheryl Ladd. That was what the chick from Charlie's Angels, correct?
Charlie. Drew Barrymore. She was one of my favorites. She was pretty hot.
And Mick says, "What about her from Murder She Wrote?" You talking about the old chick? Mick, we might need to have a little personal talk there, son.
Who's the I Dream of Genie chick? What was her name? Anybody
That
know?
was, wasn't it Barbara something?
I never knew what she looked like outside of that outfit.
What was her
Linda
name?
Carter. Is that the chick from
Who?
what's that lesbian show with all those girls in the house?
Who?
Linda Carter.
That was Wonder Woman,
Oh, I'm thinking of
the original one.
the Miss Carter from that one show.
Welcome back, Carter.
No,
Now, I did hear this. I heard a little birdie told me because Michael Blim brought up Linda Carter. Somebody's told me that Michael Blim, when he's driving that truck sometimes down the road, he's got like a little Wonder Woman underoos set. He likes to sit and drive in and hope that nobody's looking or watching him.
Wonder Woman. Jennifer Esposito. Who just said Jennifer Aniston? You got to be crazy.
Why the hell are y'all saying Angela Lansbury, Murder She Wrote? Dude, what are you talking about?
Jennifer Aniston is so like I don't even know. She's just too like normal looking. She looks like she's like a mom. She looks like someone's mom, but not even like a doable mom. Just like a mom that you would say, I guess I would.
Jason says, Mark, come on, just say Jen Pizzaski.
Pelosi, or is it
Pelosi.
How do you say her last name? Pelosi.
Pizzaski? I know the Hodge twins just did a video on her about her crying about some shit that I haven't got to watch yet. So I'll probably tend to that one a little later so I can get a good laugh out of it.
I'd eat from her butthole any day of the week.
You're a nasty son of a bitch, too.
Bring her over.
Mark wants some Judge Judy.
Judge, ooh, God.
Mark wants some Judge Wapner. He don't want no Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
Julie Newman, or Newmar, original Catwoman. Damn,
Oh, wow.
we just like taking this shit on back now.
What is
Man, there's so many of them out there. And you know what's funny? You'll forget about so many of them. And all it takes is like one person to pass away or some shit, and it opens up the floodgates of all these folks that you might forgot of. Look at Michael Blam. Thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, ST, I'm in an invisible truck. Watch it. I'll be in Tennessee tomorrow. Bring your ass on, son. Michael, I think you're scared to come into Tennessee, son.
Wonder Woman? What was the name of that show? I forgot.
Nev says, I heard ST like that one chick from In the Heat of the Night. And what one chick would that be? I think there was multiple chicks in that show. That was the one with what's his face? What's the show you used to love again?
There's a few of them. Which one?
The dude that lived in Chicago that was racist as hell.
Sanford and Son?
No, the white dude.
White guy lives in Chicago that's racist. Oh, Jesus, there's a few of them.
Dude, the show that was on back in like the 70s.
Benny Hill. Oh, Archie Bunker?
Archie Bunker. Who played him? It was Carol's, wasn't it?
He wasn't in Chicago.
I thought that was like,
No, I don't think so.
I thought that was supposed to be like a Chicago setting for that
No,
show.
no, I thought that was like New York or something, I thought.
All right, now see, we got to get this one cleared up before we go any further. Was the setting for All in the Family supposed to be
Yeah, that wasn't
Chicago or New York?
I feel like New York for some reason.
Yeah. Folks are just catching up with when I was trying to think of his damn name. Now I need that question answered. I'm waiting because like Good Times. Good Times was supposed to be Chicago, correct?
No, that's another. That's not Chicago.
Every time I
Nope.
say, what about the Jeffersons?
Nope. Let's see.
Michael Blim, thank you for the donation. He says, and they're called the Pins, not Underoos. Okay.
Queens, New York. All in the Family is about a working class white family living in Queens, New York. There you go.
Queens, New York. So, okay, I'm seeing Queens starting to pop up in here too. Why did that just, I always had that impression in my head that was like a Chicago setting.
No. They had New York written all up. The Jeffersons, New York City also, Upper East Side.
Well, it would have to be that because the Jeffersons hung out with the Bunkers.
Yep. I remember when they got together. I think that's how that show got started because they used to be his neighbor, and then after he was on the show a few times, I think that's when the Jeffersons got their own show, I think.
All right. So what about Good Times? What were the setting for that supposed to be?
Good Times was supposed to see the characters originated on the sitcom blah 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 blah. New York. Yeah, New York. Or New York firefighter he was supposed to be.
Who?
The characters originated on the sitcom. What the hell is Maude? Maude?
Maud.
Maud.
Yeah, Maud had the big B. Arthur chick on there.
Good Times was
It was a spinoff of Maud, I believe.
five struggling to meet ends meet, living in Caprini Green. Oh shit, it was Chicago. I didn't know that.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah, I knew one of those had to be it.
It was filmed in L.A., but it was supposed to be Chicago. Oh, I didn't even know that. That was supposed to be Caprini Green. Wow, Caprini Green is way more ghetto than that, or at least it used to be before they knocked it down.
Yeah. Mark was attracted to Darlene from Roseanne.
Actually, I did have a slight crush on her when I was really young. Like super young.
Darlene or Becky?
Darlene. I don't know why it was Darlene, because she was the looker and Darlene was the tomboy, but...
Yeah. Now they were... Well, what was it, Langford, Illinois, that show supposedly... Okay.
That's supposed to be Illinois. What the fuck is the name of that show?
What's happening?
There you go. What's happening? What was that chick's name? I forgot her name.
Dee Dee?
No, not that was the sister.
Shirley?
Shirley. That's her. Yeah. I would nail that shit. That big ass.
You talking about Big Shirley with the fro?
Shirley. Yep.
Damn, son.
Big Shirley.
I think Rerun was trying to get on that.
Rerun.
You know what? That was one of the shows that would be on when I'd get home when I was young. I'd watch that shit all the damn time.
That was like a show that really had made no sense. Like, how did that show ever like get on the air? It wasn't really a show about anything really.
And look how long it lasted.
I know. There's a bunch of dudes hanging out at a fucking cafe and doing dumb shit and
I mean, that show had a spin-off of it. Because it went to what's happening now when they were like supposedly in college or some shit and they were all living together or whatever.
oh, I think you're right.
That didn't last long, I don't believe, but it's still.
Funny thing is, I never remember them saying why they never had a dad. It was always a mom. They had a mom. They never had a
Yeah.
dad.
They had the big chick that couldn't make it up the stairs barely, and
Big ass
she was
mom.
always beating the shit out of Raj and shit with his own belt.
Yep.
That is, if you think about it, that show had absolutely no direction. It was either them sitting in that little cafe thing that they were at, that little diner.
Or their front room, their house. That was
Yeah,
it.
only two places.
And then there was another show I used to always watch. I want to say her name was Nell Harper.
Yeah, that
The
was
white cop and the black.
Give Me a Break.
Give me a break, yeah. I had a crush on the chick that had the braces.
Oh my god.
With short hair that looked like a boy.
I wonder why. Well, you know, as that show, because that show was around for a good while, she was actually, I mean, you seen her almost as an adult towards the end of that show.
Yeah, you do.
All those shows, you know, had like, I don't know if you want to say it was a spinoff, but it was like they were on one popular show and then a few of them migrated over to create some other show, you know.
Yep. Damn, how do you remember that chick's name? Stylish Tootie. Yeah, that was her name. From Facts of Life. God damn.
Oh, you was trying to figure that one out?
I didn't even remember her name, but that's her name, all right, Tootie. That brings back memories.
Facts of Life. Man, think of how long that show was on.
All about the facts of life.
That-
I remember I never used to watch it. I think I watched it one time, and I had a crush on one of the girls from The Love Boat.
Oh my god.
One of the chicks that worked on the
The
boat.
greeter chick?
I forgot which one she was. I didn't watch it enough to know their names.
I don't remember either. Jacob Garcia, as always, sir, thank you for your donation. He says, "Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a great weekend." Well, thank you for that, sir.
Thank you.
No, Neff, I did catch some, but I never was one of those hardcore folks that got into the Dallas.
What about Moonlighting with Bruce Willis?
I never was a hardcore. You know what I used to love to watch because it was so stupid, and back then it was just funny as shit. Do you remember the show Soap?
I think I do.
They would make fun of a soap opera.
Oh no, I don't remember it. No.
You never watched that?
Oh, no, I don't think
Because
so.
see, you had characters that came off of that, like what's his dude that played Benson that started the show Benson.
Let me look in to see what it looks like. I don't remember seeing that. I was more of I used to watch like Kojak and who was the other guy?
Well, all those shows were on, like at
Beretta, Kojak,
yeah, you had Starsky and Hutch,
Starsky and Hutch, and Benny Hill, and all that shit.
Benny Hill, boy, those were the days.
That's about as closest to like porno I could get was Benny Hill.
Old
Like,
Benny Hill.
He's a perverted ass son of a bitch.
Michael Blim says, "Check your mail, Mark."
I'd never seen.
Michael
No, I
Blim,
never
you better not be sending that sumbitch money over the
Oh, if you
mail.
send me a donation, Michael, I will love you forever.
We ain't gonna have that shit going on this show now.
Oh, you didn't send me a donation. You sent me Sex, sex tea with sluts. What the fuck is this?
Holy shit! There's
Oh,
another one. Rockford Files.
wow, that's an old one. Damn, look,
WKRP. I used to watch that.
that girl ain't bad looking.
Barney Miller. That's another one. That was a show that
60.
you think about Barney Miller. At least 95% of Barney Miller was in that little detective's office. That's where most of that shit was filmed at. You'd ever seen anything else?
What was that show that was filmed? The high school? I forgot the name of it. It was just filmed in that classroom. Were they college kids? I think they might have been college kids. Or like WKRP, that was fucking filmed in like one fucking room.
Eh, well, it was filmed in like the DJ booth and multiple offices. Every once in a while, they would step it outside of there. But yeah, some shows basically survived like in one room constantly. Boy, don't you know if you had something that lasted for years, you'd get sick of seeing that shit.
You would think.
But I guess if you're racking that money up, you ain't giving a damn.
See, now I never watched Taxi, and I never watched I mean, I know what they are. I've seen them once or twice, but I was never a fan of Miami Vice or Taxi. I don't know why. They were too confusing for me as a kid or when I was young. There were just too many people, too many characters, and too much to like keep track of. Quincy, oh my god, that's some
Damn.
old shit right there.
Quincy was what, the doctor, wasn't he? Or he was the forensic doctor or some shit, like the medical examiner or whatever the hell it was.
Welcome back, Carter. There you go. Thank you, Neil. Lassie, oh my god, Lassie and Little House on the Prairie.
I watched The Wonder Years, but that was kind of like at a point that
That was the best show ever.
it was like I was kind of beyond that a little bit, but I would still kind of watch it. It was like kind of hit or miss.
I used to love Wonder Years and what's the goddamn name of it? Small Wonder. There we go.
Small Wonder. What was Small
That was
Wonder?
my jam. The girl they had who was a robot and they kept the bitch in the closet all the time.
Man, that sounds familiar, but I don't remember. I don't remember that now.
Yeah, I don't think many people watched it. Anybody watch Small Wonder? I actually had a crush on it. I had a crush actually on all the chicks.
And some of the young boys. Miami Vice, hell yeah. Always watching that shit.
Hardcastle and McCormick. Holy Jesus.
That's an old one too. Which was it? Was it McCormick that had like that badass car?
I don't even remember which one had which.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Who's the boss? Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was. Who's the boss? And what was the other one? Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. Who's the boss? And
Silver Spooge. Yeah, I used
Silver
to.
Spoons.
That's got to be. I'm going to tell you what's funny. All the shit we're sitting here mentioning right now, all these shows, at least one person on YouTube out of the millions of people that are on YouTube have recorded an episode from one of your favorite shows, and you'll find it on there. Go watch it now and see if you can sit through the whole thing. You're ready to put something like this to your head and just start doing all that shit, because it's like, I understand things change nowadays, but
I like the shows back then though because they were just easier. They were simpler. Shit nowadays. When I started watching Game of Thrones, I think I was like 2 seasons or 3 seasons in. I didn't have a fucking clue what was going on, and then I got done watching like 25 episodes, and I still had no clue what was going on.
yeah.
Too complicated. All about the facts of life.
Damn, y'all keep Alf.
Oh my God, Elf, Jesus,
Ah,
that was a good one.
TJ Hooker, A-Team, yep. David Swearingen, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, I'm so old, I remember when the Flintstones were on prime time.
Holy Jesus.
Damn, son.
Or like the Honeymooners were prime time.
Chips. Dude, that used to be my jam right there. That used to be my jam. Watching some Ponch and John. Now,
Ponch's pants were so tight you could always see his bulge sticking out.
here's the thing about chips, though. Back then, you would have never picked up on this, but now you can go back and you'll see like numerous comments. You will never find an episode ever, and this is a goddamn police show. They never pulled their guns at all. Never fired a shot, never pulled their guns. I don't even know if they pulled their fucking handcuffs out to fucking lock somebody up. It is, you never seen this shit happen, man. But God, that show lasted forever too.
Oh, Rom Zombie's gonna remake the Munsters. That'll be awesome. That's a
Oh,
good
that
show.
would be good.
Starsky and Hutch. I think I watched it once. Yeah, there's so many goddamn movies. What the hell did I do as a kid? Just watch TV all fucking day? Holy fuck!
Wild Wild West. I remember them days. Adam 12. Yep.
Barney was my hero. Oh Jesus!
Speaking of Barty, even though it's not Barty, somebody turned me on to a YouTube video that was dealing with Blues Clues, I think.
Oh yeah, I got that from Hippie.
Holy shit, son.
Yep.
If this is what this world's come to, I would never
Maybe it was
let.
like I thought it was a joke. Somebody was playing, but if you look at the channel, it's the actual Blues Clues channel. It's a real thing.
I would never let my kids, if they were at that age watching that shit, I would never allow them to look at TV again. I would have to dig out shit that had been recorded back from 20 or 30 years ago and say, you can only watch this right here. Because this shit that they're putting out there now,
I
it's
couldn't.
fucked up.
The goddamn gay pride parade for little kids. Like, why do little kids need to learn about this shit? I don't.
Well, that particular song that they're doing and they're forcing down your throat, that is the wrong age group to try to be forcing that shit down for. I mean, what age group are we in watching Blues Clues right now? At least what, 5, 6 years old, if not a little older. How are you supposed to put kids on the spot where they got to go start asking all these questions? I mean, that's opening a whole can of worms right there. But I'm just saying, my kids, if they were at that age now, they wouldn't be watching that. Quantum Leap. I remember that one right there.
That's another fucking play. I don't think I've ever watched it, but I remember Quantum Leap. Laverne and Shirley. No one mentioned that.
Get Smart. I remember watching that one too.
That was a really good one. All about the facts of life.
So many shows from back then. And you're right. There's so much TV that was watched back then. But two, you got to remember when a show would come on back way back in the day, what was it? About a 30-minute show with commercials. So they didn't seem to last long, but I guess they'd hold your attention enough to stick around for the next week to watch again. But you would be getting increments of 30-minute TV shows, so I guess you could sit there easily and watch. You could watch for 2 hours and get a decent amount of different shows in.
Yeah, because like every show they were playing back to back were always really good shows.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, there's just one good show on at 3 o'clock. No, there were like good shows on from fucking noon to like 5, and then the whole day they'd have good shows on. Like all the shows were good. Mork from Ork. Mork Mindy? Holy Jesus. I never got into that. I don't know why. Never got into that. Never got into Elf.
You never watched Alf?
I mean, I watched it a few times, but I wasn't really a fan of it.
It wasn't like some big, like, oh my God, I can't believe the show's coming on. But I do remember seeing a decent amount of that shit. I don't know how, I don't think, to be honest with you, like the local, like NBC, CBS, ABC channels, I don't watch anything off of that. The only thing I ever look at nowadays is like, I do love Paramount Channel because there's some of my good shows on there. You are going to deal with some commercials on there though. And there's like a few other channels that I like that I have to deal with some commercials. But typically, like, obviously, if you're watching HBO, Cinemax, or something like that, or Netflix or whatever, you don't have to deal with the commercials so much. But
I could have swore I heard someone saying that Netflix is going to start doing commercials.
oh, please. You know what? Speaking of commercials, now I
And
can
Amazon
sound like
Prime.
the biggest hypocrite about what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. My channel's monetized, but most of the time you can click off of that particular ad or feed real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's a lot of things now that I'm getting. UFC's pretty big at posting like little the scenes of fights and shit like that on Facebook. And you know,
Yeah.
you can watch one and you click and the next fight comes on. Dude, during these fights, it's like every 2 seconds they make you watch two fucking little ads and it's like real quick. It's not like an extended period. And I'm like, dude, I've literally about thrown my phone at the wall because it's pissed me off so bad. Is there no type of ad blocker for Facebook?
YouTube on my phone, I have to watch commercials, like two commercials that I cannot click off of on YouTube. And then I get to watch the video.
Shit is nuts, man. David Swearingen, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, I remember seeing the first show in color, Bonanza.
Damn, Bonanza, holy shit.
If Marvin's still in, well, Marvin is still in there. Marvin can remember when they rolled the first TV out and it went into a home and he actually got to watch it.
Adam West Batman was the best. That was the only Batman I liked. I didn't like any other Batman but Adam West.
Oh, Adam West.
So YouTube Premium, you get, I think you could download the videos, actually get the download feature. You don't get any commercials, and then what else? Do you get anything else? For
Well,
that?
that's YouTube.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering what else you get for that.
And two, if I'm watching this shit on my cell phone, I'm not having that added option of ad blocker and all that shit. So even if I'm on the Wi-Fi and I'm looking at YouTube on my phone and I'm not sitting there at the computer, if somebody's shit's got ads on it, I got to sit there and go through the shit.
Yep. It's annoying as hell nowadays. They shut down YouTube Advanced. It's only a matter of time before they undo all that ad block stuff. So far, my ad blocker is still working on my Chrome browser on my
Oh,
Mac,
my
but
ad blocker's working seamlessly on my main PC, but like when you get to the phone and shit, which
I would think for Android they probably have like an ad blocker, but I don't think for Apple they do.
you know what? I forgot to tell you this other day. There's going to be some people. I should just wait till after the show, but I'll say it any damn way. I know the folks that literally hate Apple products, and when you say something that you're kind of excited about, they're going to say, "Oh, we've had this shit forever," and fuck y'all, blah blah. I do know within, I believe it's the next month or two, we will have picture-in-a-picture YouTube for the iPhone.
Oh, it's about goddamn time.
I know Android's had the shit since the beginning of YouTube, but we haven't had it on Apple. And Apple does it for some apps, but they don't do it for YouTube for whatever reason.
That's why I think it's like a YouTube. I think it's like a money thing that they gotta because you other videos can do it, so the phones can do it,
Yeah.
but
It's
just
just,
not for YouTube.
yeah, YouTube's not playing good with Apple on it,
So it's
but,
got to be some kind of like deal they gotta strike up in order to do it.
but apparently they're about to cross that bridge and give us what we find because I can't tell you how many times I wanted to stick on the YouTube video, but wanted to do something else on my damn phone. And it's like you can only have one or the other when you're dealing with YouTube. So,
Yep.
mm-mm.
I used to have a Roku stick. I had a Roku stick, the Amazon stick, and every other one under the sun.
There you go.
Now I'm strictly Apple TV. All about the facts of life.
Well, shit, folks. 2 hours with no caffeine fits. So, and look at Ruben. Ruben just pops in here, and I'm about to give my outro statement here in just a minute. Ruben, you might want to pause the video right now, or you can put your cursor on the little red line and then just push it back and then start us over. And you can sit there for roughly almost 2 hours and watch all these hot topics we've brought to the table this evening.
Hot topics.
It's no, it's not 11:20 here. It is actually 10:19 if you want to be proper, and Central is the correct time.
Yep, it sure is.
But just to wrap a few things up, don't forget Tuesday. We are going back to Tuesday, folks. Yes, Tuesday at 7 o'clock Central. So these past, I guess 3 weeks of doing this shit, it was just bullshit. It was a test for y'all. It wasn't a test for me. It was a test for y'all. And y'all failed it horribly. So I'm putting the show back at its normal time because I just can't deal with it. Cool, I'm watching UFC. You know what? Is the UFC on every damn Saturday night? Because anytime I do a show on Saturday night, the fucking UFC's going. I mean, didn't it used to be where UFC, the fighters would only fight like, 1 or 2 fights in a year or some shit because it was a big buildup? They just do the shit every weekend now?
I don't know. I guess there are more fights than usual.
Marvin Norton, you watch your damn mouth there, son. Yes, Jason. And I will say this, folks. Jason was one of the biggest. He wrote me a long email going, man, my life's going in the shitter right now. Things have been seriously bad since you switched to Thursday. Would you please come back to Tuesday at 7 so I can get my life back in order? And you know what? Jason accuses me of a bunch of things. So I told Jason, you know what? For you, buddy, I'm going to do this.
Kip, I have never ignored you, Kip. I think you're ignoring me.
Kip, I would never ignore you. Because every time I see you in a chat, that name that you've used for years now, we know who you really like in this community. And that name always sticks out in the chat.
Neil, I'm going to grab a pod and shove it up your ass. How's that?
Wow.
You make a pod comment. I am not a pod user.
Ruben says they have different UFC on pay-per-view. It doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like you have one damn thing and that's it. But that's...
Unless they're smaller, like little smaller...
Yeah, I don't know.
Fights.
I will say this, though. I do see, I see ass loads of UFC fights that somehow Facebook just shows, certain things of them. And it's like, man, I can't tell you how many fights I've missed, even though I wasn't keeping up with them, really. But there's been, obviously, a shit ton of events and fights and all that shit, so...
I was loving. I was watching. What is it? Street Beefs for quite a while.
That shit gets old after a while.
Yeah, it did start getting old, but there's some good ones though.
There are some good. The MMA matches that they were doing were good, but when they were doing just the straight out boxing matches, I really didn't care because I like to see them boys I don't want to say any of these folks are amateur, but they are kind of amateur. So, but I'd love for them to get one wild kick in and knock a dude's tooth out or some shit like that. But they'll beat the fuck out of one another until they can't move. And he's got all them boys on a leash pretty good too, because after they're done fighting, he makes them two, regardless if they couldn't stand each other or not. He makes them boys shake hands and shit like that.
Yep. Shake hands, motherfucker.
I was going to try to carry this out 7 more minutes to make this exactly 10 or 2 hours.
Good luck with that one.
And I don't think I got it in me. So, any last words y'all got out there in chat? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Don't forget Tuesday night. And then somehow I'll convince Mark not to do Monday nights anymore. So we'll just go back to the way things were. ST, have you watched any bare knuckle fighting? It's kick ass, free on YouTube. Yes, I have seen some of that, and that shit's pretty crazy there. I have seen some of those though. I like to kind of dabble in all that shit, like looking around at different fights and like the street beefs. I was watching that shit a long time ago because I happened to stumble across it. And dude, that particular channel, that association or whatever it is has grown big because it's not just in one location anymore. I guess there's like street beef chapters in multiple places in the country or some shit like that.
Yep.
So you'll see different settings, but like where the original ones began, if I remember correctly, I believe it's like in Pennsylvania somewhere, and it looks like it's in some nasty old dude's backyard where he just made shift threw some boards and shit up real quick and just throws two dudes back there fighting like they some damn pit bulls or some shit. But the ones in the beginning were cool as hell. But when it started turning into more of I don't know, I guarantee he's probably paying it, having folks pay admission to go in there to watch that shit now. He's grown into a big business now, basically.
Yeah, now it's getting a little big.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's some good stuff. Like I said, the early fights in there, they're pretty badass, but I don't know.
What you know? I know you, motherfucker.
There you go. There you go. All right.
I think me and Jason should fucking sign up to do a Street Beefs tournament.
I wish y'all would. I'd love to see y'all go round and round. What would it take for you to do a Street Beefs with Jason?
Nothing actually. I'm ready.
I mean, there's no.
I've been training all week, so I'm ready.
So you wouldn't require him to pay you some money, or there'd be a contract signer that you would just go in there for free, put the gloves on, and start going at it.
Hell yeah, because I know it's going to be a quick match. I'm going to knock him out within like 30 seconds, so it's going to be no sweat.
I've seen Jason in chat for a long. Has Jason ever popped into a room?
No.
So we have no idea what Jason actually looks like.
Nope, but I can guarantee you I can knock him out. I'm ready.
I mean, it could be. Jason could be some like little, I don't know, some little miniature dude sitting at a keyboard that's never stepped foot out of his ass before. We have no idea who Jason is. We just know that Jason is a word in chat that has some type of words that he communicates with. So I don't know. I was going to get real technical shit, but my mind's completely gone. So
I'm quick as hell at my feet too. You'll try to hit me, you won't be able to hit me. I'll be moving so quick, you'll just be like, "What the fuck?"
Marvin says, "ST, I can see it now. 50 seconds, and it would be break time for Mark."
And then you would be next, Marvin. I'd take your ass in the ring.
Oh, that would be good right there. Now, see, and I can't say that. Well, I've seen Marvin. I've hugged Marvin. Marvin's kind of like, I'd like to say Marvin's a good smelling man, but the stuff that they rub the patients down with at the nursing home, when he came to that vaping event, I think it was still on him a little bit.
And gay.
Yeah, and I didn't really want to say anything to him, but Marvin is a cool sumbitch, though. So, with that being said, folks, we're wrapping this shit up. I got to get the hell out of here. Because look at swearing, just says might as well go another. I can't. I've actually got like I'm lightheaded right now because I don't think I've eaten that much here lately today, and I might be giving out. I have no idea. But there you go, folks. I've said that a million times, and I mean it this time now. Y'all have a good one. We'll catch you whenever. One of these nights. Y'all, is it y'all have a good night or just have a good night?
Y'all have a good night now. You hear?
Y'all have a good night now. So we out. Smooth outro. Whatever. Do, 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 do.
5'2", 245. Holy shit, you're a roly poly. Are you a midget, Jason?
Jason is 5'2", 245 pounds, 3% body fat. Hold on. If he's only 5'2" at 245,
That's
something
pretty
ain't
rough.
right there. Something ain't right. But even
I
at
know there's
that,
another one I'd smack the hell out of.
Cicero, he could be 4'2" at 195 at zero body fat and still whoop the shit out of Mark. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter the size. Mark can't take it. Mark would never know it's coming. So
I'm
there you
ready.
go. There you
Name
go,
the place. We'll get a ring.
folks. Hold on. Let me come back. Let me come back to the screen real quick.
No gloves either. We can't use gloves.
We're back. I had to lift the curtain. We need to do this right here. I'm serious. And plus, I'm trying to get an exact 2 hours out of this show. We need to all band together. We need to pull in some funds. We need to get Jason and we need to get Mark shipped up to Pennsylvania and get these boys in a street beast fight. Now, I know Mark. I've been around Mark. I know what's up with Mark. Jason, I have no idea. If he walked up to me right now, I would be like, yeah.
6'1", 330. So he's up about almost the same exact size as me. He's an inch taller.
Dude, you ain't 6 nothing.
The fuck I ain't.
Dude, I've been next to your ass. I'm 6'3" and I look down at you. Anyway,
When I'm barefoot, I'm not 6 feet. But I'm wearing shoes, I'm 6 feet
I'm sorry.
tall.
I forgot when you got your stacks on, you're at the
Yeah.
6 foot level.
I wear heels.
I tell you what, Jason, you need to do this right in here. You've been in these chats long enough. I don't think you're shy to come on and do this crap. I need you to do this. Let's get the ball rolling. I'm going to have Mark invite you to the show Monday night. And we want to see what Jason looks like.
You better start training.
Jason, bring your ass on camera Monday night for Not Another Shit Show. And let's see what Jason actually looks like. Does Jason have a Facebook page? Do we know? We don't even know what Jason's last name is, do we?
Nope. His name's probably not even Jason. His name's probably like Tony or something.
Has he not messaged you privately?
Yes, he has. I should. Yeah, you know what? He did.
All you can do is you can look at his profile off of that.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
I
I
should
mean,
start stalking him.
hold on. Jason says, I will prove it Friday. Mark, I'll bring a scale and tape measure Friday.
Whoa, we ain't measuring dicks.
Wow. So does that mean, how you going to do that shit?
He
Oh,
wants
look
to
at
go-
him. He says, okay, Monday then, ST. Mark,
Bring it on, son.
your mission
We're
is
ready.
to bring this man on and let's see what Jason's about.
We could just fight on camera. Fuck it.
You should. You should
We'll have a
do that.
boxing match on camera.
All right. I'm to where I am about to pass out, so I'm getting the hell out of here. I got to go. I got to put some food in me. Do, 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 do. Just remember, Jason, if
Yep.
you wuss out and don't come on, you will never hear the end of it. I can promise you that.
I'm stalking him right now as we speak.
Let's